Hello friends, welcome back. We are starting a new playlist. Yes, it's on PyTorch. Welcome to the PyTorch Learning, the PyTorch Unplugged. We are going to learn from the fundamentals to building real-world AI applications with PyTorch. And welcome to this playlist once again. We will make it as interesting as possible. Let's get into the first session. Before we write any code, let's understand what PyTorch really is and why it matters a lot. By the end of this session, you will very clearly understand why frameworks like PyTorch even exist, where PyTorch fits in the AI, ML, deep learning landscape, who uses it, and how it accelerates research and production. This will give you a strong foundation before we move to hands-on sessions. Alright, let's set the context. Why do we need frameworks? Deep learning is basically massive matrix mathematics. Frameworks abstract that heavy computation, letting us think conceptually instead of worrying about the raw algebra. They manage the tensors, gradients, and GPU operations automatically. Without them, we would manually code backpropagation and optimizers. This is time consuming and very much error prone. So, the frameworks are our bridge between theory and scalable practice. Let's understand how the PyTorch rose. In 2016, Meta AI introduced PyTorch, which is built for research agility. It combines C and CUDA speed with Python simplicity, allowing models to be written dynamically and to be debugged much easily. Soon it became the go-to framework for research to production. Today, PyTorch is governed under the Linux Foundation AI and data ecosystem, ensuring it remains open, community-driven, and evolving. What makes Python? What makes PyTorch unique? What sets PyTorch apart is its dynamic nature. You build and run models on the fly. It supports AutoGrad for automatic differentiation, Torch Vision for images, Torch Next for NLP, Torch Audio for sound. The design is Pythonic, flexible, and highly modular, which is all perfect for both students and professionals. In short, it's fast, intuitive, and very powerful. Most importantly, it has got a very huge ecosystem. The ecosystem support is amazing when it comes to PyTorch. Also, we have got very strong industry backing for PyTorch, making it the go-to option. Who uses PyTorch? PyTorch has become standard across industries. When you take research, OpenAI's GPT models, Meta's Llama, DeepMind, Stanford, MIT, all these guys are using it. When you come to industry, Tesla Autopilot, Amazon Alexa, Netflix recommendations, all these use PyTorch. Academia and startups, yes, of course, they use PyTorch for reproducible experiments and quick innovation. It's everywhere, from labs to real world ecosystems, real world AI systems. Why should we learn it? Do we have to really learn it? There are four solid reasons that I can tell you to learn PyTorch. First, it is very flexible. You truly understand the ML concepts because you see the math flow. Second, it is industry ready. The models smoothly move from research to production. Third, it's super portable. It runs on CPU, GPU by NVIDIA or Intel, Gaudi, and Apple M series. So it's very portable. It also integrates seamlessly with Hugging Face, OpenVINO, OneAPI, and Lightning. You learn once, deploy anywhere. These four reasons are sufficient for you to learn PyTorch. Can we do a quick compare PyTorch versus TensorFlow? Yes, let's do a friendly comparison. PyTorch uses dynamic graphs, that is, defined by run, making it very intuitive and debuggable. TensorFlow traditionally used static graphs, define then run, thereby making it optimized but rigid. Think of TensorFlow as a corporate structure, PyTorch as a creative freedom. Most researchers and GenAI developers now prefer PyTorch for its simplicity and speed of iteration. And most importantly, PyTorch is supported by giants, as I already told you. You can learn PyTorch easily. You can work with PyTorch easily. It's going to be much more like Python and it is Pythonic in nature. So all these makes PyTorch really very special. Alright, do we have real world impact? Yes. From ChatGPT to self-driving cars, PyTorch powers the AI we see around us. It unites research, engineering, and deployment in one ecosystem. PyTorch ecosystem with Hugging Face, Lightning, and OpenVINO has made experimentation and deployment a continuous loop. That's the beauty of PyTorch. It turns AI ideas into impact. Where do we learn more? Yes, we can learn more in this tutorial, in this playlist series, and we will start from the fundamentals. Now that we understand why PyTorch exists and how it transformed AI, we are going to go hands-on. In the next session, we will install PyTorch on Intel Arc and Google Colab, verify our setup, and then start manipulating tensors together. This is where the real fun will begin, turning concepts into code. Thank you for joining session 1 of PyTorch Unplugged. Let's learn more together.